Reno, I hope he doesn't make a mockery of his family name, lied that he stood alongside Professor Wole Soyinka to take picture at 30th kilometer and that they drove up to this point. That is exactly why I'm back. This is 30th kilometer and you can see it, prove it. No be me Makam, no be me Makam. This is the project marking by the contractor. The construction engineer marked this by themselves.
All right, so yesterday a gentleman did a video and he called me a liar about the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, and he said he'd gone to kilometer 30 and there was nothing there, just like a flagpole. But here's the thing, neither the government nor I as a private citizen said that if you drive from Ahmadu Bello Way up to kilometer 30 you're going to see something. That's not how it works.
All right, guys, for those of you who are abusing Reno Omokri and who are calling him a liar, and those of you who also validate the report of Objective TV, I think the name is Shegun, and I believe you need to listen to this because many people want to really watch what they like, and a lot of people want to see that through that particular project did not succeed. And when the government are saying that they commissioned 30 kilometers of the project, a lot of them are saying, oh, this is not true. A lot of people are saying, why commissioning 30 kilometers where we still have a whole lot of kilometers left to be done? So I can call this some misunderstanding between Objective TV and Reno Omokri. I'm going to show you the two videos. I'm going to show you where Shegun, he also spent his morning and he did a fantastic job anyway, where he drove through Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and also get to the 30 kilometer. Maybe he didn't get the when they are commissioning the road, they didn't say that they did 30 kilometers straight. What they did was nearly 20 kilometers from Lagos part, and also jumped about 70 kilometers and started another one and did about 10 kilometers. So that's what is bringing this misunderstanding here. A lot of people are praising Objective TV. A lot of people are also aligned with Reno Omokri, while also some people are accusing Reno Omokri of telling lies and other. But quickly, before I come back here to hear my opinion, I want to show you briefly the video from two of them. I'll first of all show you the video from Shegun from Objective TV, and also I'll show you the response of Reno Omokri.
So I am back to the coastal road today, 6th June 20. It's a Friday, public holiday. I'm supposed to be at home enjoying the holiday like every other person. But because Reno, I hope he doesn't make a mockery of his family name, lied that he stood alongside Professor Wole Soyinka to take picture at 30th kilometer and that they drove up to this point. That is exactly why I'm back. This is 30th kilometer and you can see it, prove it. No be me Makam, no be me Makam. This is the project marking by the contractor. The construction engineer marked this by themselves. I only have two questions for Egbon, Reno, Wendell Simley. You know what I mean. Number one question, do you know better than the contractor, the construction engineer, who said all they have done so far and they summed up to 30 was nearly 20 kilometers coming from VI to Lekki corridor and another nearly 10 kilometers. I'm sure that if we go to calculate the nearly 20 kilometers, if you don't even reach 15, the one that I've calculated so far that I went and drove and I saw the change marking was even the nearly 10. So that's number one question for you. Do you know better than the engineer who by himself confessed? I understand that the minister, out of sheer overzealousness, trying to impress everybody and the president, claimed that they had done 30. But even on the day of that, your ceremony, the engineer said, yes, even though they advertised that they are commissioning 30 kilometers, all they had done was nearly 20 in one part, another nearly 10 in another part. But you, Reno, you want to claim that you know better than that engineer. Prove it. That's number one. Number two question is, this corridor is along coastal villages. In which village is kilometer 30? Me, I know it because I have come here now, and I came in through Eko-Akete. Prove it to me that you and Professor Wole Soyinka drove to this point. Where did you pass to drive to this point? From VI to come and show you sat in a cozy car inside convoy, and you are claiming that you came to this place to come and snap. How did you get here? Look at the road now. Look at the, this is kilometer 30. They have not even sandfilled up to the required height, let alone of compacting it, and let alone of concrete pavement. In fact, there are some places, if you go further, I will show you. By the time you get to Iwerekun now, you will see behind the palace, they have not even cleared it, let alone of sandfill, let alone of connecting it. So when I say it's disjointed here and there, they skip some places, they sandfill it, they impress themselves. They skip another kilometers, they sandfill it, they impress themselves. From VI to Okunwaja, Musirikogo, Mopo 1, Mopo 2, Eko-Akete, Iwerekun, Awofin, Odushina, Jegi, Solo Rumija, Solo Alade, Igodo, Debojo, to Eleko. I know this corridor to an extent. Reno, tell me in which village is that kilometer 30? And by the way, to those APC online urchins, those data boys, I pity you. It is ignorance that is making you to be collecting 10,000 data allowance to come and be attacking us. You think it's about me? You can lie on paper, you can lie in documents, you can lie in whatever appropriation you are doing, because citizens have no access to verifying or cross-checking. But this is road now, public place. You think people will not go and check?
All right, so yesterday a gentleman did a video and he called me a liar about the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, and he said he'd gone to kilometer 30 and there was nothing there, just like a flagpole. But here's the thing, neither the government nor I as a private citizen said that if you drive from Ahmadu Bello Way up to kilometer 30, you're going to see something. That's not how it works. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway Section 1, which begins on Ahmadu Bello Way, is actually 30 kilometers completed. But the 30 kilometers starts from Ahmadu Bello Way, 20 kilometers all the way to Okunwaja, and then it stops there. And from the other end, from Eleko, it goes backwards 10 kilometers. So it is the Eleko backward 10 kilometers and the 20 kilometers from Ahmadu Bello Way up to Okunwaja that is 30 kilometers. Now, we've said this before, but probably the young man who did the video missed that information. Watch this video.
Is that by May 25th, 2025, there will be 30 kilometers that is ready for the president to commission in the section 1. And what is the 30 kilometers? 20 kilometers continuously from Ahmad Bello Way will be, so, and then 10 kilometers at the end of section 1, which is Leko Junction. And why are we leaving about 17 kilometers? It's because of settlement, because the settlement of the sand by the reason of our instrument is going to take about 6 months or thereabout to properly settle because of the filling of up to 10 meters height within that section.
Now, before I agreed to come to Lagos for the flag off of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, I didn't just rely on the government. I did some research on my own. I saw a video by a guy called Bolahon Aziz. Now, this guy had actually gone from the Ahmadu Bello Way beginning of the road up until kilometer 19, and this was 2 weeks before the commissioning, so it had only gone from Ahmadu Bello Way to kilometer 19. And then from the Eloka end, he had gone with a drone and captured the 10 kilometers, and you can actually see it on his YouTube channel and also on his X profile. I'm going to put the link in this video.
About 30 kilometers have been completed in 2 stretches. 20 kilometers from Victoria Island to Okunwaja, and another 10 kilometers from Eleko heading back towards Okunwaja. In this video, I will take you along the entire route of section 1, showing what has been completed, what's still under construction, which route you will be able to drive on when it's open on the 25th, and how this road now looks like by the day and at night.
I also phoned this young man and I asked him to verify, and this was verified. So I went to Lagos. Now, when I got to Lagos, the photo that we took, myself and Professor Wole Soyinka, it was not at kilometer 30 all the way from Ahmadu Bello Way. No, it was from kilometer 30, you see, from Ahmadu Bello Way up onto Oku axis, that is 20 kilometers, and then from Eleko back, that's 10 kilometers. So the point where those two roads converged, that is where we took that photo. Now, the whole road itself is actually 47.4 kilometers. Why are you having 20 kilometers from Ahmadu Bello Way and then 10 kilometers from Eleko? It's just because they're going to have a bridge, railway, and a tunnel in the 17.4 kilometers between, and that part has to be stabilized. It takes 6 months for that road to be stabilized. Now, this is standard practice all over the world. When you're building a bridge, a road, a railway, or a tunnel, you don't just go from point A to point B. No, you start at either end of what you're building. So you start at point A and point B, and you meet in the middle. If you recall, when I was presidential spokesman under former President Jonathan, we had the Lagos-Ibadan Way, High Expressway, and President Jonathan went there. You had Julius Berger beginning from one end, and you had RCC begin from another end. Now, I'm going to say this also for those supporters of the president and those supporters of the APC who are attacking this young man. Don't attack him. Yes, he insulted me, but don't worry, I've got a thick skin. I don't think he's a hater. I think he's a patriot who probably did not understand the whole picture. So it's our job to explain rather than to insult back. This is Reno Omokri. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
All right, guys, welcome back. What I see there is just misunderstanding. Both of them are saying the same thing. I'm not saying here that one is lying and one is being objective, as some people are dragging Reno Omokri. I know some of you don't like Reno Omokri. There's nothing you can say to even wash himself out of this. They also time it as fake, and also some people really want this Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway failed. So that is why any negative news from this particular project, they accept it wholeheartedly. All right, guys, I don't know what you think about this, or let us relate our comment in the comment box. Nobody's an island. You can relate your comment. Let's make use of the comment box. And also, don't forget to join us here for more videos. Don't forget to like our content. Don't forget to share it. Don't forget to subscribe here. Then let us do this again in another video.